Hello, welcome to the Full Body 2 for the beginners program for Science of Pilates. You just need a mat, maybe a TheraBand, totally optional. And let's get started. All right, want to go to your bed? Thank you. Okay, starting with our hundreds. Oh, 2 circuits, we will progress in this second round. So first one's kind of your warm-up, getting used to it. It'll get more spicy second round. Okay, starting with hundreds, single leg tabletop variation. Option to keep your head down, you just pump your arms and breathe. Progression is to come up into your chest lift, right leg up in tabletop. We do 50 pumps here. Inhale for 5, exhale for 5. Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come up higher on your shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders down, broad collarbone. Inhale. Exhale, switch legs. Inhale. Exhale, put your head down if you need. Inhale. Hug the belly down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Full breaths in. Out. Curve the neck. Out. And rest it down. Good. Okay, scissors. We did this in the last video program, or no, full body 1. Take an inhale. Exhale, you lift your right leg to tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, exhale, lift left leg and set it down. So like I've mentioned many a times before, starting slower, we work our way up using the core, transverse abs, low abs, not the hip flexors, not the glutes, trying to eliminate any wobbling, wiggling, weight shifting in the body, trying to stay in the center as much as possible. You know, if you're shifting your weight, if you feel more pressure go into your elbows on one side or the other, into your hips, into your hands, side to side on the back, just being conscious of that. Good, last one each side. Good, bring your arms to a T, hip twist. This is kind of like soothing and feels good, but you also work your obliques and pelvic stability. Shoulders down, legs all the way together, zipped up from ankles to knees, thighs. You don't let your legs separate at any time. Take an inhale. On your exhale, legs fall over to the right, gaze turns to the left. Keep your legs together. Take an inhale. Use your exhale. You start at the low back, the sacrum, and then you think of your legs doing a little bit of work to coming all the way up. Inhale through center. Exhale, legs fall to the left, gaze goes to the right as far as you can without letting your legs separate. So my legs are not on the floor. Take an inhale. Exhale back up. Good. So you use your exhale to come back to center. That's what fires the obliques. This is a really good warm-up. You never want to work out when your spine and core is cold. This is a great way to warm it up. Last one over here. Good. Back to center. Okay, using a band, optional. If you don't have a band, put your hand behind your thighs, sit up nice and tall. We go into our C curve. So you keep your collarbones broad, elbows wide, tuck the tailbone under. You roll back in your core. So this is the C curve core. You're not slouching in the upper body. The spine is curving. Take an inhale at the bottom, and then exhale, you come all the way back up. So you can keep on doing that. Or if you have a band, this is just support in a different way. Band goes behind or under your feet. And then you have bent elbows, sit up nice and tall. And then we go back, and you're not using the strength of your arms. So you try to keep your arms loose here, just in the same place, because if you start to work your arms, it becomes an arm exercise instead of a core exercise. So you're pulling into your core. If it's hard to sit up straight here with bent knees, you can just lengthen your legs out a little more in front of you. So we're articulating the spine. Keeping a mobile spine throughout life is really good for longevity of health. And as we age, your spine gets more brittle. It becomes harder and harder to articulate the individual vertebra. If you don't keep it active intentionally. So that's what we're doing in Pilates. We're mobilizing the spine and using the core. Okay, that's enough of that. Put the band aside. You won't need it again today. And then let's go into swan. So legs are hip distance apart, goalpost arms. This was in the last full body video as well, so you can get better and better at this. Take an inhale. On your exhale, your goalpost arms, you lift your gaze and your upper body. Maybe you get to straight elbows. Maybe they're not quite straight. And we come all the way back down. You just don't want any pain in the low back. So engage the seat, engage the core, shoulders back and down. You come up, upper body, and back down. So not sinking into the back. Keep a strong core. Last one. Okay, extend arms and legs out. We're going slow variation of swimming. Your head can rest all the way down. I'm not going to put mine down because I have a mic. And then shoulders distance for the arms, hips distance for the legs. Take an inhale. Close your ribcage. On your exhale, you lift your right arm and left leg. Think of lengthening long, then you reach up and come down. Inhale. Exhale, lift left arm, right leg. So we alternate every time. And we come down. So we're working the back body, like the full back body, glutes, hamstrings, shoulder stabilizers. Keep your shoulders down so that you don't tense up your traps. And then, of course, working the core, making sure you're not arching your back. But then it's also a bit of a stretch for the front of that hip, the hip flexor. Lengthening and then lifting. 2 more. Last one. Good. Rest it down, and you can just shake your hips side to side, release. It feels good. Nice. I feel like that went really fast. So that was round 1. We're going to go into round 2 and adding progression. So take a second, get some water. It's hot in here, so gotta stay hydrated. Okay, back to our hundreds. Who says you can't do hundreds twice in a day? More like 200s. Okay. So progression this time is you can have both legs in tabletop. So not just one. Head can be up or down. Make sure that, I want to say this before, in our chest lift, I see a lot of people like this. That's not doing anything. You're not really using your core actually. You're just straining your neck. So we're in a little curve here. You nod the chin into the chest. It's not touching the chest, but a slight nod. And then from there you come up. If you can't get up this far, it's going to be too much with the gravity pulling your neck down. So then in that case, it's better to just keep your head down. Okay, take an inhale. Clear your throat. On your exhale, lift both legs to tabletop, squeeze the legs together. Bring your fingertips to the ceiling. Inhale. Nod the chin into the chest. Exhale, lift. Hands come down by your side. Pump the arms. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. Halfway. In. Out. Pull into the core. Out. In. Out. Get higher. Out. Last set. In. Out. Rest it down. Good. You can hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Legs back out to tabletop. Hands down by your side. Here we go. Single leg toe tap. Prep for scissors. We go toe tap down and up. Good. Left tap down and up. Moving from the hip, not the knee. Good. Exhale. Another progression. You could do this in chest lift. Hands behind your head. One more each side. Good, and leave your legs in tabletop, arms out to a T, squeeze the legs together. Exhale, legs to the right, look to the left. Only go as far as you can without separating. Oh, use your core. Exhale, come back up to center. So hip twist. If you want to go back to feet on the mat, you can if it feels dangerous for your spine in any way. Now we're really using the core to stabilize. This is not like a spinal twist where you kind of aggressively pull your legs over to one side to get that crack. You might get a little pop, but really we don't want our bones to pop that much. If they're nice and healthy, they shouldn't be cracking. But life's not perfect, so. Okay, that's enough of that. Now, coming into our roll up. So you can use your hands behind your legs again, use your band if you'd like. Otherwise, the next progression is arms out in front of you, feet are planted. Inhale, sit tall. If you can't sit up straight, if you're tight in your hip flexors, you can, again, just straighten your legs a little more. Usually people are good with a mid-bend. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, C, curve the spine. You roll back. Inhale, and then exhale, sit up tall. Exhale, curve back, wide collarbones. And come back up. Good. Exhale back. And back up. Exhale back. And back up. Exhale back. I lost count. That's okay, just one more. And up. Nice. Okay. Swan. This time, progression is to bring your hands and arms off as well as your upper body. Okay, so keep that core and seat nice and active. Neutral spine, goalpost arms. Take an inhale. On your exhale, you lift your upper body as well as your arms. You're hovering like Superman. And then we come back down. Good. Lift up. And come back down. And a lift. And down. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Stay here. Here's a swimming progression. Extend the arms long. You lift the legs to a hover. You stay hovered to lift right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg. And we just switch in the hover position. If you want to go back to home base is everything on the ground, and you just lift one arm and leg at a time, you can do that. We're not going too fast here. Sometimes when we flutter kick, we lose the coordination. So we just go switch, 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 switch. Really using that back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, let's take a little shell stretch. So knees together, feet together. You round the spine. Think of the top of the head on the mat. And then pull into your C curve, stretching out the spine. And you can rest down a little. Take a breath. And come all the way up. Whew. Nice. Is the crazy hair. That was your full body 2. And I'll see you next